Let's explore the misspelling list, the replace as you type list. Now we can see the list if we go to File, Options, Proofing, AutoCorrect Options. This is the list that I'm talking about, where there are a set of symbols that get replaced by an actual symbol, and then a massive raft of common misspellings. About it without a space becomes about it with a space, and we can go right down this list. Check CH becomes check. A lot of them are mistypings rather than misspellings in effect. Cleared, cleared, where the E and the A are the wrong way around. A lot of IE options are in this list as well. And we can actually add to this list either manually from here. So I can say replace something with something. So I could replace Spain with Spain. Notice when I started typing this replace option, it looked through the list to see if it already existed, and then add, and Spian is now in the list and will change to Spain. So if I say OK, OK, and come into here, type this is Spian, space, change automatically into Spain. Now notice that that then becomes a spell checked because it hasn't got a capital S. So if in the AutoCorrect options, proofing, AutoCorrect options, I look for my Spian, there it is, and let's replace that with a capital S rather than a lowercase s, and then replace. Do you want to replace the Spian text? I do. OK, OK, and we come back, delete that there, and then type it again. So this is Spian, space. We see that automatically changes into Spain with a capital S. Now that seems a little bit long-winded, that process of adding in these AutoCorrect entries, but there is an easier way. If, for example, I misspell a word, so this is a calendar, space, see that's automatically changed to calendar, or a calendar, that's automatically changed, or a calendar. Fantastic. We've now found a misspelling of a fairly common word, which is calendar. There were two other spellings, but Word already has them in its list, and it doesn't have calendar in its list. Now I know what I mean calendar. If I right-click the red squiggle for spelling, you'll see that it offers me options of colander, calendar, colanders. Well, I know it's this calendar option. Now I can take one of these to be my correct spelling. However, that will only correct it at this point. If what I want to do is every time I spell it as calendar, it gives me calendar, then what I need to do is highlight the word, go to File, Options, Proofing, AutoCorrect Options, and you'll see in the Replace Text as you type, it already has calendar because I highlighted it. And I then type in the correct spelling, calendar, and add that to my AutoCorrect list. OK, OK. You notice now it changes it. However, if I misspell it again, calendar, space, it automatically gets changed for me because I now have that word in my AutoCorrect list. So you can add any common misspelling in that you might quite often make, and everybody's different because of the way that their fingers work on the keyboard. They will mistype some words commonly one way than another. When it pops up as a misspelling, don't take the correction, highlight the word, go into File, Options, Proofing, AutoCorrect Options. The misspelt word will appear here, and you simply add in the correct spelling and add to the list. Now, if you add in an incorrect spelling, then it will still also do that. And you can even use the auto text thing here to make people's names change. So if I want to replace Guy with Spider-Man, I could do that. Add, OK, OK. And then when I come down to the document, this is Guy, it automatically changes into Spider-Man. Now obviously that's not really a very good business case, but quite funny if you were to do it on someone else's machine. Now to remove an auto text entry, either because of a silly one or a real one that doesn't really work anymore or isn't what you wanted, then we go back into the AutoCorrect options, which is File, Options, Proofing, AutoCorrect Options. You can then search through the list by starting to type the word you want to remove. So I want to remove Guy from this list. Select the word and its replacement and delete, and then it's gone. What happens, it has gone from this list, but it remains in this top section, really as a sort of chance for you to add it back in, but I don't want to add it back in. So I can just click OK and leave the dialog box. But there may be others in here that you don't wish to have in the list, and you can simply select, delete, and that too is removed from the list. OK, OK. So that's the AutoCorrect feature for replacing items in its big long list, to which you can add things and from which you can remove things.